dear students, today we are going to start our social studies class with histories, chapter number 5, the Mughal Empire, which will start from 1526 to 1707. Dear students, in last class we already discussed about Akbar. Now we will continue our class with Jahangir. Dear students, Jahangir ruled from 1605 to 1627. Akbar was succeeded by his son Prince Salim. Who was the successor of Akbar? Prince Salim, who took the title of Jahangir, conqueror of the world. Jahangir means conqueror of the world, means he wanted to expand his empire in whole over the world. He continued Akbar's liberal and secular policies. After that, military campaigns. The first and the most important challenge before Jahangir was to consolidate the vast empire he has got from his father. He first crushed the rebellion of his son Prince Khusro. Next, he stamped Mughal control over Awadh and Bengal. Means whenever he got his empire from his father, from that time only he studied about the secular policy and worked for that type of policy. And in the next he stamped Mughal control over the Awadh and Bengal also, means he start to work for controlling Awadh and Bengal. In 1613, he defeated Rana Amar Singh of Mewar. Jahangir allowed him to rule over his territories on the condition that he would remain loyal to the Mughals. In 1620, Jahangir conquered Kangra. Kangra means Himachal's area, whichever known as Kangra. Jahangir also tried to expand the Mughal influence in the Deccan. He captured the Ahmednagar fort. However, Malik Ambar, the military commander of Ahmednagar, did not allow the Mughals to conquer territories in the Deccan. In the northwest, Jahangir lost Kandahar to the Persians. This was a huge loss as the major trade routes between India and West Asia passed through Kandahar. Means whenever he lost the Kandahar place, it was the biggest disadvantage for him, because most of the areas is passed from that type of place, and that was lost by him. So it was major disadvantage to him, because now he had to pay tax for covering that type of area. Beginning of trade with England during Jahangir's reign, many traders from England came to India to obtain trade concession. In 1612, the English set up a trading post at Surat. Sir Thomas Roy, the ambassador of the King of England, visited the Mughal court in 1615. Means we can say that when Sir Thomas Roy came to India as the ambassador of King of England, on that time Mughal court was there. In 1615, Jahangir granted him many trading rights and concessions. Means he talked with them whatever he can do for them. After that, Noor Jahan, Jahangir owed much of his success to his wife Noor Jahan. He took her advice on important issues. Whatever he feel like that, whenever he feel like that he want to take advice, then surely he would take advice from her wife only. Once when he fell ill, Noor Jahan managed the affairs of the empire gradually. She became so powerful that coins began to be issued in the name of both. Historians believe that she was the real power during the later half of the Jahangir's reign. Means we can say that she can control very well Jahangir's empire whenever Jahangir was ill. Noor Jahan's growing power and influence at the court alarmed Prince Khurram. Khurram means Shahjahan. Shahjahan's name was Khurram on that time. The struggle for power between them intensified after 1625. After Jahangir's death, Noor Jahan retired from public life and she suddenly started to write normal life to her. After that, achievements of Jahangir, what was the achievement of Jahangir? Then we can say that Jahangir's first important achievement was that he maintained stability in the empire. Because before Jahangir, no stability was there in his empire. Many times he lost, many times he gained, so that type of condition was there. He continued the policy of secularism, whichever maintained by Akbar. He maintained friendly relation with Rajput according to his father, married into Rajput families and awarded high post to the deserving Rajput chiefs. Like Akbar, Jahangir was a people's ruler. He cared for his subjects and looked after their well-being. Sources tell us that he installed a chain of justice outside his place. Means we can say that outside of his place, outside of his kingdom, outside of his palace also, he made many type of the things. Because of that, from that time after Akbar, he was also popular in the public. He cared for his subjects and looked after their well-being. Sources tells us that he installed a chain of justice outside his palace. Whoever had a complaint against any public official could ring the bell and speak directly to the emperor. No mediator was there on that time. They can directly talk to Jahangir, whatever their problem, they can solve it them. Jahangir was a well-read man. He was very fond of literature and painting. Mughal painting stand perfection during his reign. We can say that many type of arts also flourished on that time. After that, Shahjahan came to rule after Jahangir's death, and he ruled from 1628 to 1657. After Jahangir's death, there was a war of succession amongst his sons. Prince Khurram defeated his brothers and became king. Prince Khurram was the name of Shahjahan only. He came to be known as Shahjahan, meaning ruler of the world. Shah means king or ruler, Jahan means whole of the world. After that military campaigns, many revolts occurred during the reign of Shahjahan. One of the important revolt was from the Bundela Rajputs of Bundelkhand, which Shahjahan was successfully. Next there was a revolt in Deccan. Shahjahan invaded the Deccan and annexed the Ahmednagar in 1633. Means he annexed the Ahmednagar in 1633 and he defeated many kings and kingdoms ruler. Bijapur and Golconda signed a peace treaty with Shahjahan and agreed to pay an annual tribute to him. So Shahjahan never fought with them. After consolidating his position in the Deccan, Shahjahan sent an army to Balkh and Badakhshan in Central Asia in order to add Timur's capital of Samarkand to his empire. This campaign, however, failed. He also failed to recover Kandahar from ruler of Persia because Jahangir lost Kandahar on that time and he was failed. He was also failed. Jahangir was also failed for recapturing Kandahar and Shahjahan was also failed for recapturing Kandahar from Persia. Trade relation with Europe. Europeans continued trade from India and established a trading outpost in different parts of the empire. After that, architectural development under Shahjahan, architecture witnessed tremendous growth. He built the Taj Mahal at Agra and the Red Fort and Jama Masjid at Delhi. We watch Red Fort and Jama Masjid, which both of them historical building made by Shahjahan only, and most important building you know that Taj Mahal was also built by him. He also built a new city that's known as Shahjahanabad, the seventh city of Delhi, and made it his capital. In 1657, Shahjahan fell ill. A war of succession broke out among his four sons, Dara Shikoh, Shah Shuja, Aurangzeb, and Murad Baz. Aurangzeb defeated and killed his main rival Dara and imprisoned Shahjahan at the Agra fort. He imprisoned Shahjahan also. He made him imprison, and after that he started to rule. Thereafter he crowned himself emperor, and after that he declared that he was the ruler of that dynasty. Aurangzeb ruled from 1658 to 1707. The last of great Mughals, Aurangzeb Alamgir, meaning conqueror of the world, ruled for 49 years, the same as Akbar. His empire covered nearly the whole of India. Means if we talk about Aurangzeb's reign, then we can say that he captured nearby, we can say that the whole of the India. Only few places released from him. Aurangzeb's reign can be divided into two phases. First one from 1658 to 1680 when he was in North India, and from 1681 to 1707 when he was in the Deccan. Suppression of revolts. There were many revolts during the reign of Aurangzeb in northern India. Aurangzeb had increased the land tax from 1/3 to 1/2 of the produce. Before Aurangzeb, the land tax was only like that, 1/3 of the production. After Aurangzeb came, he decided to take 1/2 of the produce. The Jats of Agra, Mathura region and the Satnamis and the Bundelas revolt against it. The most powerful revolts were that of the Rajput, Sikhs and Marathas. Most of Aurangzeb's time, energy and resources were spent on crushing this revolt. Because of that, he got weak. Policies of Aurangzeb. First policy, Deccan policy, we can say that. Aurangzeb spent the last 26 years of his reign in the Deccan. He wanted to crush the power of the Marathas and stand his position in the Deccan. Aurangzeb annexed Bijapur in 1686. When he annexed Bijapur in 1686 and Golconda in 1687. However, these conquests did not benefit benefit the empire, it was difficult to administer these lands as they were too far from the capital. Both of the places was too far from his capital, so he couldn't able to manage this both place. Also, the Mughals came to face with the Marathas. Aurangzeb tried to crush them but failed. Even after realizing that the Marathas were a powerful enemy, he did not try to make peace with them. This weakened the empire. Because of that, his empire is gonna weak, and because of that, he is facing many type of problem. The Deccan policy of Aurangzeb was a failure. He failed to subdue the Marathas. Continuous were emptied the treasury and led to loss a large number of soldiers. Because of fighting with Maratha, he lost many of the soldiers from his army. Due to Aurangzeb's long absence from the north, administration suffered. Reports challenging the Mughal authority also broke out. That type of policy make his empire weaken day by day, and his empire is going to be end. After that, religious policy. It was Deccan policy against Marathas. Now we will talk about religious policy. Which type of religious policy was made by him? Aurangzeb was an orthodox, God-fearing Muslim. Unlike the earlier Mughal emperors, he had a very simple lifestyle. He never wore costly robes or used gold and silver vessels. He even sewed caps and copied the Quran to sell so that he could earn money for his use rather than taking it from treasury. Due to his simplicity, he was popularly called Jinda Pir. He was known as Jinda Pir because he was believing in living the life. He is not believing in artificial life, like that we can say that many types of the ornaments and that type of things were not used by him. Not the imported clothes, not the many costly clothes were worn by him. He was using only simple clothes according to Quran. Aurangzeb was short-sighted. He gave up Akbar's policy of tolerance. He became very unpopular when he reintroduced the jizya. The policies of Aurangzeb pushed the empire towards decline. Means because of this type of the policy of Aurangzeb, his empire is going to be weak, and finally his empire is going to be finished. Dear students, it's about the last ruler of the Mughal dynasty, we can say that, and that was Aurangzeb only. In next class we will discuss about the Mughal administration. Dear students, I hope you understand this chapter very well. If you have any type of doubt, then surely you can ask your doubts to Google Meet class. Thank you so much.